Hello, everyone. Okay, before we get back into the story of this game, I have three apologies to make. Firstly, some of you may have noticed that there have been gaps lately in my video releasing schedule, and that's because I have been sick for about a week. Last Friday, Thursday, I started getting a really bad sore throat, and then that developed into a stomach bug, and congestion and all those fun things, so I did not get any recording done, so I apologize for that. Secondly, I'm going to apologize for how I probably don't sound 100% because I know I'm not 100% yet. So I'm sorry that maybe my voices won't be as on point as they usually are. And thirdly, I had actually, before I got sick, recorded the next 2 episodes of Amnesia. But my computer thought, nobody wants to hear your voice, so I'm just going to double record the game audio because that's way better to listen to, which, I can't really argue with, but still not really helpful to me in my, with what I'm doing. So, yeah, that was a fun thing to find out. So now I have to re-record all of that, and the game shows what choices you made previously, which I didn't realize. So you're going to see green text of the choices that I made up to a certain point. Then when we get past that, it'll be all fresh again. But I apologize because I have forgotten what my reasons were for picking those dialogue options and all that stuff. And maybe this won't be as entertaining because I'm not reacting as fresh. But it has been a week, so maybe I'll still react to some things because I have forgotten a bit of what has happened so far. So, yeah, anyway, got all those apologies out of the way so we can actually get started now. Alright, let's start with our yawn, I guess.
Good morning, rosy cheeks. Huh? Is someone here?
Oh yeah, I think someone had just rang the doorbell.
Oh, it's the guy from yesterday. But he's here way too early. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. I was going to wait a little while and get dressed, quick.
Wait. 10 minutes later. Man, I got dressed quick.
You're late. Did you just wake up?
Also, I remember from when I first recorded this and I was all gone, that I was like, oh yeah, duh, I didn't recognize this beautiful face from the intro screen, even though, like, you're the most prominent person of all time in, like, the intro and the artwork and everything. Yeah, so this guy's probably obviously our squeeze that we're going after in this world. I don't know why he's the heart, but, he's got some red going on like a heart, so there's that. I think his name is Shin, but Rosy Cheeks doesn't know that yet, so I guess we'll find out.
Don't slack off just because you're at home now. It's better for you to live the same way you did at the hospital. That's why I told you yesterday to not sleep in.
Could that be the reason why you showed up so early? To wake you up? What kind of crazy disciplinarian is this guy?
I'm coming in.
Alright.
Here, I bought you breakfast. Also, there's something I want to ask you.
Ask?
It's our 1-year anniversary today, right? Are you sure you don't want to do anything?
Wait, really? Why'd there have to be some big anniversary now of all times?
Will you buy me a cake then?
You'll get fat, so no. Your face is already pretty round. If you gain weight, it'll show right away.
Ah, I forgot that you're the worst.
What? That's not something you should say to a girl.
Yeah, Ryan gets it.
One more question, now that the music has stopped. You haven't called me by name since yesterday. Why is that?
What?
You pretty much always call me by name. Also, I'm always a jerk to you, but it usually just rolls right off your back. Yesterday, though, it seemed like you wanted me gone.
Oh crap, did he figure it out? Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask you, do you remember my name?
Ah, he asked the worst possible question!
It just slipped my mind.
That's not possible, idiot. I see. So you don't remember.
No, it really did just slip her mind. Don't take her back to the hospital.
Oh, by the way, we only started going out 3 months ago, and you don't even remember that.
Liar!
What?
I love Orion's angry face.
Well, why that little... He tricked us.
I know.
I don't know why you're hiding it, but there's no use playing dumb anymore. I tricked you because it was obvious you were hiding something, but you wouldn't admit to it.
What did you say?
Your memories are missing, aren't they? You've gotta be stupid to think you could hide something like that. Looks like you're still an idiot even without your memories. You couldn't figure out from the start that we were dating, and you thought you could hide the fact you've changed. Idiot.
Oh, you don't have to rub salt in the wound, name-calling and all.
You've been acting strange since yesterday morning. I figured it was just temporary and that you'd get better or something. So, why'd you try to hide it?
Yeah, I was like, one of our parameters is trust, so I thought that might hurt our trust. I didn't want to go back to the hospital.
I got it. I won't take you back to the hospital.
Wait, really?
But now you have no reason to hide it. So, how much do you remember? Do you know your name, your age, your living situation?
That's not a problem. You saw your ID card.
Oh, you had an ID card. So you're saying you're so confused you can't even remember your name without your ID. Then I'll just explain everything from the beginning.
This is where I was like, well, how do we know that we can trust what you say? Because you just lied to us from the start. We found out. We find out the name for sure, though.
My name is Shin. We've known each other since we were kids. I guess you can say we're childhood friends. We started going out 3 months ago. I'm a year younger than you, a senior in high school.
So he's younger, but he acts so grown up.
Your parents are working overseas. They visited you when you were hospitalized, but they're gone back already. I'm taking care of you in their place. I've got your key and some other stuff. Your parents know me really well.
Ah, I see. I thought he was going above and beyond an ordinary boyfriend's duties, but I get it now. Your childhood friends. No wonder your parents trust him. He's kind of a mean guy, but he seems pretty interesting.
I'm sure if I say too much at once it'll just confuse you, so I'll stop there for now. Is there anything else you want to know?
Don't you need to go to school? What's with these injuries?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
What?
It was my fault. The reason you're injured and the reason your memories are all messed up now.
What? Wait a second, the reason she lost her memories was because of me!
You were in an accident about 10 days ago. You hit your head pretty hard. I think the impact made you lose your memories.
That's wrong, but, well, I guess this misunderstanding is more convenient for us.
Yeah, but now you gotta make him feel bad about that. Although, we don't know what led up to that accident yet.
About that accident. No, sorry. I still haven't really managed to think it over. I don't think I can talk about it yet. Regardless, all the blame is on me. Your injuries, your lost memories. I'm going to take care of you. I promised your mother and father that I'd look after you too. That's why they gave me your key.
Our first memory!
I'm very sorry. It's all my fault. If I had just been more careful, none of this would have happened. I really am sorry. Please, let me make up for this. I don't care what I have to do. Shin, we aren't blaming you for this.
Ah! Hey, wasn't that a memory of the past? I think that was Shin apologizing to your parents. It looks like Shin's words triggered a memory. That's great, so you really didn't forget them completely.
What's wrong?
Did you apologize to my dad at the hospital?
Yeah. Though it wasn't exactly a great moment. I would have preferred that you remembered something about me where I was cooler.
That face.
It's okay. It actually was pretty admirable.
That's good. It sounds like you can remember some things again, at least.
You know, Shin might have been bracing himself for this since yesterday morning when he noticed you were acting strange. It must have been a shock to realize that his girlfriend had lost her memories.
Yeah, we're kind of like a reverse of Amy and Aaron and Always Remember Me.
He acts pretty tough, but that might be because he's anxious.
Can you walk? We should take a walk around here. You might remember something.
That's right. Seeing familiar places might jog your memory. Let's go.
Tally-ho! Oh yes, I forgot about this. His weird, like, arched back pose when he looks behind to talk to you. I just think it's so weird and uncomfortable looking.
This is around where your parents' house was. You don't remember? I see. That's my house. It's really close to yours, so if anything happens, come over right away. Next is your work. It's about a 20-minute walk.
What? Have you no mercy? This girl was in the hospital until yesterday. Don't you think this is too much for her? And his house is really close. Yet when we asked about a taxi, he said he didn't know the area. It was probably another trick, like when he said you guys were celebrating your 1-year anniversary.
Liar! This is where I'm like, I don't know if I can trust anything Shin tells me. Because he has a habit of tricking me. Of course, he has just found out we have amnesia, so maybe that will stop.
Hey, are you okay, Rosy Cheeks? It seems like you're in pain.
I guess that was too much for you. Let's go into the cafe. This is where you work.
Oh right, I forgot. Yay, that 1 week of being sick really did help me to lose some memories about amnesia memories. Yeah, so yeah. If my memories serve me right, we actually work at a maid cafe, which is amazing.
Wow, what a pretty place. Huh, so you work here.
Hey, I remember you. Although this is the first time we actually meet him, but I remember him from a week ago when I played this. Welcome back, Master, Madam.
Huh? Master? Madam?
Wait, Shin. She just got out of the hospital yesterday. Why'd you bring her all the way over here? Rosy Cheeks, you look kind of pale. Is your head hurting?
We're here as customers today.
Oh, I see. Fine. How very rude of me. I'll return when you've decided on your order.
Maybe you know him? He acted awfully close.
That was Toma. Do you remember anything? I guess not. That's fine then. That's one objective down. I guess all that's left is to buy a cell phone, then take a taxi back.
A cell phone?
You don't have a cell phone. Didn't you realize that? It broke during your accident.
Oh, so that's why there wasn't a phone in your purse.
You were fine in the hospital, but it would be a problem now if you couldn't contact me in an emergency. I don't really know what kind of phones girls like, so you choose. You came all the way here, you might as well. I was planning to take you back if you didn't seem to be doing well, but... Now that I think about it, you don't complain much anymore. Are you pushing yourself too hard?
A little bit.
Idiot, I never told you to overdo it. If you need to complain, tell me. I won't know unless you speak up. It's not like I can read your mind. I can't do anything about secret thoughts.
That's where I think I was like, oh yeah, so I guess we should try and be straightforward with Shin as possible. Not be like, I'm okay, when we're really not, because they'll be like, you're totally lying.
And why do I have to tell you things like this now, after all this time? We've built all these little details into our relationship over the last 10 years. It's really weird to have to explain things like this for you to understand. Is the person standing here really the rosy cheeks I know? Or should I treat you like a stranger? Back during the accident, I thought you had died. I was really scared. Yesterday, when I noticed your memories were gone, I felt like this relationship and everything we've built was crumbling. You can still remember it, right? It's not all gone, is it? Well, it doesn't matter what happens. It's still all my fault.
Aw, Shin. Poor guy.
We're back!
He's so happy to be back.
Oh, so tired. What a rough day. But you managed to get a phone. He's pretty forceful when it comes to getting things done. Anyway, this phone is already giving us valuable information. Today is August 2nd.
Alright, we got a date!
It's pretty cool outside for August. Humans have been saying the weather's been abnormal over the past few years. I guess they were right. Your new cell phone only has Shin's contact information. I guess it won't provide much more than that. But it seems like he's going to come by tomorrow too, so maybe we can leave a lot of the guesswork up to him. It's kind of bad that you can't move much because of your injuries, but you're making good progress. You were able to talk to someone you can trust about your amnesia, and he promised he wouldn't take you back to the hospital. Yeah, the future's looking bright. At this rate, your memories will be back in no time. Let's do our best tomorrow, too. But he was blaming himself for all of this. No wonder he had such a serious look on his face. He wouldn't understand if you explained the truth, but leaving him to think that about himself is kinda sad.
I agree, Orion.
Aw, hey BB.
It is sad to leave him to think that, but we don't really have a choice at the moment. I mean, he's not going to believe that a big bug kid is in my brain. Or a tiny bug kid. You look big to me. Right, I forgot about this. And the line continues.
Him.
I actually lied to you yesterday.
Huh? What does he mean? And you just woke up, too. Right, rosy cheeks?
Your parents aren't overseas. They actually live in the next prefecture over. They just couldn't come to pick you up from the hospital because of work. I just wanted to have you all to myself because you had amnesia. Here's their contact info.
What? What's going on? That's a super huge mega lie! And he said it like it was nothing!
Is this contact info real? That's what I should have said. Well, thanks for coming clean so early. Thanks for telling me.
The info's real, but what I said was a lie.
Gosh darn it, Shin.
What?
I figured you'd keep trying to hide the fact that you have amnesia, and it looks like you've still got it. Your parents really are working overseas. I lied about having lied yesterday. That contact info is legit. I copied it from home. You could make an international call to check.
Why that little... If he keeps lying, one day nobody's going to believe him anymore.
I guess I was too naive to think it would fix itself after 1 or 2 days. How are you feeling? If you're okay to walk, we could go check out your school.
You don't seem too bad, but personally, I'm kind of upset. What will you do? Do you want to go with him?
Wanna go with this loser? That sounds fine. Hello? Come on. Here we go.
Alright, let's go. You know, you're allowed to get mad when someone lies to you. I understand things are still hazy for you, but I did trick you a few times. This whole situation is just weird.
I see. So he said it, knowing you might get mad at him? What?
I guess on some level I figured you'd get all pouty with me like you normally do. That you didn't makes me really uncomfortable. Right now you're still you, but you're different. I guess I can't just assume you'll react to things in the same way.
Maybe that was how you used to be with Shin, back before you lost your memories.
Apparently I was a real jerk before.
Let's get going. Oh, and if you don't feel well, let me know right away.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ah, so cute!
Cutie. And we're off.
This is your university. You started attending right after you finished high school.
Actually, this just reminded me. I think it was at this point I checked my parameters, and I was like, well, I am doing splendidly on suspicion so far. Pro Gamer 2016. Well, I don't think we're ever going to get that suspicion down, although I am kind of confused, because I'm like, is he suspicious that we don't actually have amnesia, or what? But, I mean, our trust is up. I think it starts kind of in the middle, but I think our trust has gone up. Alright, we need to work on our affection, though. Anyway.
Both schools share the same campus, but they have uniforms, so outsiders can't really enter. I'd say the university is good enough, though, right?
So this is your school. He said your high school is on campus, so you've been coming here for a few years already. Do you recognize anything?
Do I? No.
I think what would stand out the most in your memory would be your after-school club. You've been in a band since your second year of high school, on vocals. You were really awful at first, but you practiced a lot, and then you were okay by your third year. I haven't heard you perform since you started college, but you've been pretty enthusiastic about it. This was the club room.
Oh.
Do you recognize it? You came here all the time. They're on break because of your injury. At this rate, they'll be on hiatus for a while. I think you usually practice about twice a week, after classes or on days off. I drop by kind of often, too, after you were done. We talk for a while in here. I really enjoyed seeing you get nervous around me. That doesn't really happen to me. But the time I confessed to you, our first kiss, all of it happened in this room.
Oh, another kiss.
You don't remember. Even if you don't remember it happening, do you at least remember the feeling? We've kissed so many times I can't even count anymore. It'd be frustrating if you told me you couldn't feel anything from being here now.
Oh, sorry, Shin. It's so hard playing someone with amnesia.
I guess you don't. Sorry, I won't do it again. I figured if I kissed you here, you might remember something, but that was stupid of me. I'm sure it's troubling for you, too. Right now, I'm just a stranger to you.
But I didn't mind, though.
Oh, really? Then maybe I won't hold back. A lot has happened, but it looks like at least some of your feelings are still there. I guess that's why you didn't mind getting kissed all of a sudden. That's good.
Yeah, don't take my shocked, non-blinking expression as, you know, I'm not into this at all, because we need to build that affection with you. Even though you're a big old liar.
There's no use dwelling on it. I should think of it as a long-term battle.
Oh, he's gonna stick with me.
I've taken you everywhere I could think of. I guess the rest will just have to take care of itself. You might also start to remember things when you talk to people you know. And if you go to a memorable place, you might start to remember what happened there. I could arrange for you to meet the people we know in common, but... What's wrong? Why are you just standing there?
Another memory!
A live event. You want people to hear you sing. Have you ever recorded yourself singing and listened to it? It's seriously not something to write home about. You were just nervous. That's an excuse. It's because you didn't practice enough. Did you practice enough to have absolute confidence in your singing no matter what? No, right? You slacked off. Making up excuses doesn't mean people will give a shit.
That's enough. You don't have to kick her when she's already down.
Shut up. Who's going to tell her if I don't? I'm sure everyone thought it was a terrible performance. You have to accept that first before you can fix it. If you're frustrated enough to cry, maybe you should practice more next year.
Rosy cheeks. Don't worry about it too much. He's exaggerating. It wasn't as bad as he says it was.
Don't baby her, Toma.
I was like, Toma has my back. This guy is so hard.
Ah! Whoa, so dizzy.
What is it? Don't tell me you weren't feeling well this whole time.
No, I don't think so. I think that was just the impact of remembering a powerful memory. Phew, it seems like it's passed.
Are you alright?
You made me cry after my performance? Call him out on it now.
You sure remember the worst moments.
Do we have any good moments, Shin? Do we? Are there good moments to remember?
It's because you weren't any good. Just putting this out there, but you were better the second time, and I told you so then.
Huh, I see. Maybe Shin's attitude was enough to motivate you. Either way, you've been making good progress in remembering. It really must be because you're with someone you know really well who can talk to you about a bunch of things.
It's good that he's trustworthy enough, I guess. Even though I don't know if we can trust him. He's lied so much about stuff, I don't know if he is feeding me memories. But, I mean, it is nice to not have to try and pretend to not have amnesia.
By the way, you're supposed to go back to work starting the day after tomorrow.
Work?
But trying to work with zero memories is a disaster in the making. Maybe we should ask the manager to reconsider.
If possible, you want to keep word about your amnesia from spreading. Some terrible people might try to tell you things that didn't really happen in order to take advantage of you.
I don't want a lot of people to know.
I get where you're coming from. So you want to go to work and hide your amnesia. At least your injuries will keep people from expecting too much from you for a while. If you want to go, I'll teach you how to do your job. I still remember it from when I used to work there.
Wow, that sounds helpful!
If that sounds good, we'll do some training here tomorrow. It'll be tough, so you'd better rest up today while you still can.
We're thankful for the help, but just how tough is this training gonna be? I get the feeling you'll take a lot less mental damage if you just go to work and mess everything up. Well, no choice now. Do your best, Rosy Cheeks.
Will do, Orion. Just a little more sugar.